God had given me a message to deliver.
Today we'll start with a brilliant quote from Billy Graham. He said, "This has been an age in which we've humanized God and deified man, and we worshipped at the throne of science. We thought science could bring about utopia. I think we can trace the moment that life started moving away from God to April 8, 1966, when Time magazine asked the question, 'Is God dead?' This gave modern science the opening to say they could do a better job explaining the mysteries of life. And from that point on, they started running the world through intellect guided by science. Intoxicated with their own brilliance, it became okay to mock God, and they started to remove him from everyday life. Everyone was so optimistic about the future. They all bought into Walt Disney's vision of Tomorrowland and the idea of better living through modern chemistry. Remember that? Ground Zero was supposed to be the year 2000, the millennium. This was to be the start of the Jetsonian utopia they promised us for decades. There would be flying cars, peace, love, and understanding, no more disease, only miracle cures, and we'd all live to be 120, thin, rich, and happy. It was going to be Nirvana, Utopia, and heaven on earth. Remember? In the words of one of our most revered prophets, Dr. Phil, how'd that work out? Few can argue that for all the brilliance and resources we have in the world, it's never been worse. There's more war, terrorism, murder, rape, corruption, crime, fear, hate, hunger, poverty, pain, misogyny, oppression, depression, drugs, addiction, and disease than ever before. Not to mention we've poisoned the air, water, and soil, and there's no hope, help, relief, or end in sight, and no miracles on the way. Except for a few well-manicured pockets of rarefied air, where the rich, powerful, famous, and beautiful live in their gated and guarded communities, we've turned this planet into a first-class shithole. Because I don't have a potty mouth, I will substitute the word cesspool from here on in. Now the world's elite wouldn't accept these conditions. That's what the gates and guards are for. But for the rest of us, it's just fine. If they are trying for utopia, I think it's safe to say they failed magnificently. The road to our hell has been paved with the best intentions of the most brilliant and beautiful minds. Now here we are, left to sit in the excrement of their flawed intellectual reasoning. The question is, can we really trust the same minds that got us into, couldn't foresee or prevent, and can't get us out of the cesspool we're in to turn it all around? Yeah, maybe when pigs fly. Why is this so important? Because right now, only a miracle or act of God can save us.